the latest military news update. This is AFP Community News, hosted by Rofh Suzon every 12 noon, Mondays to Fridays. Only here on DWDD Armed Forces Radio. One AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Government troops neutralize NPA rebel, 5 others surrender in Bicol operations. Philippine Navy clarifies Nemesis's deployment in Kamandag exercise is not a threat. Akinito ship defies Chinese harassment. COMEX says suspension of proclamation of some winning candidates stands.
Hello to everyone, especially to our troops at Camp Emilio Ginaldo in Quezon City. Today is Wednesday, May 28, and this is AFP Community News, your source for the updates on the armed forces and other developments across the country. I am Rofh Suzon-Abay here to bring you today's story.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
And for the brief overview of our news, the 9th Infantry Division reported that government troops neutralized a New People's Army rebel during a firefight in Garchitorena, Camarines Sur. Soldiers recovered firearms, explosives, and other equipment. Meanwhile, 5 NPA members surrendered in Limanan, citing disillusionment with the movement. In a separate operation in Milagros, Masbate, troops seized 5 high-powered firearms after clashing with NPA fighters. 9ID urged the remaining rebels to surrender and condemn the continued use of anti-personnel mines which violate international law.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
The Philippine Navy clarified that the deployment of the United States-made Nemesis missile system in the Kamandag exercise is for training and cooperation, not to threaten any country. Navy spokesperson Captain John Percy Alcos emphasized that the system aims to boost joint operations with allies. Despite the criticism from China, the Navy insisted that no foreign nation can dictate the Philippines' defense choices. Over 4,200 personnel from the Philippines, U.S. and partner nations are participating in the exercise, which runs from May 26 to June 6 in various regions.
Armed Forces Radio.
From NOLCOM, let us hear some information from Joanne about 5th ID commends Quirino Province as BIT Eclipse implementer.
The 5th Infantry Star Division lauds the province of Quirino for its outstanding implementation of the Enhanced Comprehensive Local Integration Program, or ECLIP, earning the Best ECLIP Implementers Award during a recognition ceremony held on May 21, 2025 at Tejeros Hall, AFP Commission Officers Country Camp, General Emilio Aguinaldo, Quezon City. Vice Governor Julius Cesar S. Vaquilar received the award on behalf of the provincial government of Quirino, marking another milestone for the province peace and development efforts. Notably, Quirino holds the distinction of being the first province in Region 2 to be officially declared insurgency-free, a testament to the effectiveness of its localized peace initiatives and strong interagency collaboration. The ECLIP, spearheaded by the DND and the DILG, aims to facilitate the reintegration of former rebels and former violent extremists through financial, livelihood, and psychosocial support. The 5th ID plays a crucial role in the implementation of this program across Region 2. The province also maintains a fully functional halfway house that offers temporary shelter and support services to FRs as they transition into civilian life. The declaration of Quirino as insurgency-free and its recognition as the best ECLIP implementer reflect the success of the whole-of-nation approach under Executive Order Number 70. These achievements would not have been possible without the committed partnership of the AFP, PNP, national government agencies, and the provincial government of Quirino. This is John Sagak reporting for AFP Community News, One AFP for Stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Joanne from NOLCOM.
DWDD Armed Armed Forces News.
The 4th Infantry Diamond Division launched its 2025 Sports Fest at Camp Evangelista, Cagayan de Oro City yesterday. The event began with a parade featuring troops and guests from Australian Defence Force, followed by friendly games and team competitions. Various sports events, including pickleball, badminton, volleyball, and an all-star basketball game, promoted camaraderie among color-coded teams. 4th ID Commander Major General Michel Anayron Jr. praised the participants for their enthusiasm and emphasized the importance of resilience, fair play, and international partnership.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
The Philippine Navy announced that a UK-led multinational task force centered on the aircraft carrier HMS Prince of Wales will sail through the Indo-Pacific under Operation High Mast to uphold international order. Rear Admiral Roy Vincent Trinidad, the Navy spokesperson for the West Philippine Sea, said the task force includes warships from Norway, Canada, and Spain. The 8-month deployment, launched April 25, will traverse the Mediterranean, Indian Ocean, and Indo-Pacific, conducting multilateral exercises. He also emphasized that the mission reinforces alliances among like-minded nations and pushes back against efforts by a country trying to change the international status quo.
Armed Forces Radio.
Let us hear more from Mel Joy of First Year G about Army units PCSO conduct medical and dental mission in Arayat, Pampanga.
Yes, Rofh, the 70th Infantry Matapat at Matatag Battalion, in collaboration with the Philippine Charity Sweepstakes Office headed by Director Imelda Papin, and with the invaluable support of the 3rd CMO Company, 7th CMO Battalion conducted a medical and dental mission at Glorieta Gymnasium, Barangay Poblacion, Arayat, Pampanga. The outreach program provided free medical consultations, dental services, vital sign monitoring, medical referrals, and the distribution of assorted medicines to approximately 188 residents of Arayat. This initiative aimed to uplift the health and well-being of local communities, especially those with limited access to healthcare services, and underscores the 70th Infantry Battalion's enduring dedication to community development and nation building, complementing its core mandate of peace and security with meaningful civic action. This is Meljoy Nesho Arroco reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for a Stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Meljoy from First CRG.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
The Philippine Fleet, through its Civil Military Operations Office, joined a shoreline cleanup drive led by the United Holy Church of America Philippine District Youth Department at Sitio Matangi, Barangay Kawag, Subic, Zambales. Together with volunteers from the 69th Infantry Battalion, Tactical Operations Group 3 of the Philippine Air Force, and local officials, the group collected and properly disposed of 16 sacks of waste. The initiative highlighted the fleet's commitment to marine environmental protection and its broader support for maritime security, sustainability, and community engagement.
DWDD National News.
For our national news, the civilian ship MV Capitan Felix Oca has emerged as the unexpected spearhead of the Atinito Coalition's latest mission to Pag-asa Island in the West Philippine Sea. The Felix Oca carried a diverse mix of Filipino volunteers, artists, and media representatives. It surged through choppy seas in the West Philippine Sea while 2 China Coast Guard ships lurked just 6 to 8 nautical miles away. The Philippine Coast Guard, which had Melchora Aquino and BRP Malapascua to safeguard the convoy, confirmed the tense maritime face-off.
Armed Forces Radio.
From our report on the ground, let us hear the report of Glenn about 2 Philippine Air Force female pilots named among 2025 OLENs.
Yes, Ralph, 2 senior female officers from the Philippine Air Force have been honored with the 2025 Outstanding Woman in Law Enforcement and National Security Award during the ceremony held at the Rizal Hall of the Quezon City Sports Club. Colonel Maria Consuelo N. Castillo, the Philippine Air Force spokesperson, and Lieutenant Colonel Jean B. Bibon of the 15th Strike Wing were among 10 awardees recognized for their leadership in promoting peace, security, and national development. The Olans Award is spearheaded by Republic Defenders, a volunteer organization committed to supporting government initiatives. The PAF continues to take pride in its personnel and remains steadfast in fostering a culture of excellence, integrity, and gender inclusivity across all ranks and mission. This is Glenn Gulchan reporting for AFP Community News, one AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Glenn.
DWDD National News.
The Commission on Elections said the order to suspend the proclamation of some winning candidates in the midterm polls will stay until the cases against them have been resolved. COMEX spokesperson John Rex Laujanco said they are ready to defend its actions at the Supreme Court with a commitment to abide by any and all orders to be issued by it. He emphasized that the suspension of the proclamation order can only be lifted by the Supreme Court through the issuance of a temporary restraining order. Laujanco said seeking relief from the High Court is within the bounds of legal process and procedures. In response to the petitions filed by Duterte Youth Party List and Reyna Mercedes, Isabela Vice Mayor-elect Gerald Harold Paz Respecio, among others.
DWDD National News.
Metro Pacific Tollways Corporation is prepared to provide free toll access on its connector road when the EDSA rehabilitation project begins next month. MPTC Chairperson Manuel Pangilinan said this after San Miguel Corporation agreed to provide partial toll-free access at some parts of Skyway Stage 3 during the repair of EDSA. Pangilinan said San Miguel has taken the lead and thinks that they should follow their example to help out in the traffic situation. The NLEX-SLEX connector road spans 7.70 kilometers from the end of NLEX Segment 10 at C3 in Caloocan to the end of Manila Skyway Stage 3 in Santa Mesa.
Armed Forces Radio.
From 7CRG, let us hear from MIBS about 7CRG donates school supplies to Bread Talk Philippines in support of Balik Eskwela 2025.
Yes, Rofh, good morning. 7CRG donates school supplies to Bread Talk Philippines in support of Balik Eskwela 2025. The 7C Relations Group CRS-AFP continues to demonstrate its steadfast commitment to education and community development through a meaningful donation of 100 sets of school supplies to Bread Talk Philippines Incorporated, marking a significant step in their ongoing partnership to support Filipino students. Their collective presence underscored the importance of collaboration under the Balik Eskwela, Tulong-Tulong sa Magandang Kinabukasan 2025 initiative, a program designed to equip students with essential learning materials as they return to school. In a gesture of appreciation for Bread Talk Philippines Incorporated invaluable support and active participation as a stakeholder of CRS-AFP, the company was presented with a plaque of appreciation. This plaque symbolizes Bread Talk's enduring dedication to community outreach and its continuous efforts to promote education across the nation. This donation drive is also a highlight of Bread Talk's 21st anniversary celebration and is poised to benefit nearly 500 students from daycare centers and public schools located in Puerto Princesa City and Pag-asa Island, Kalayaan Municipality, Palawan. Through this collaborative effort, both organizations aim to inspire hope and open doors to brighter educational opportunities, fostering a promising future for the youth in these communities. This is Mabes Omaga reporting for AFP Community News. One AFP for stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Mabes from 7CRG.
DWDD National News.
For other national news, President Ferry Marcos Jr. has ordered the Philippine National Police to sustain the gains of its anti-crime initiatives. PBBM said this as he confirmed reports that he had already selected the next PNP chief. But he declined to disclose the names, saying he should talk to them first because the official decision has not been made. While withholding the name, the president described the next PNP chief as a senior officer already familiar with the country's law enforcement landscape.
DWDD National
The
News.
Israeli ambassador to the Philippines, Lan Flas, is confident that the robust partnership between Israel and the Philippines will continue to flourish across agriculture, technology, trade, and infrastructure long after his departure. He said this to wrap up his 4-year diplomatic post in the country. Flas's tenure has been marked by projects that directly benefit Filipino farmers, businesses, and communities. One of the crown jewels of this cooperation is agricultural modernization. The outgoing ambassador said Israel will always be proud to support initiatives that improve food security in the Philippines, citing advanced irrigation systems, precision farming technologies, and climate-resilient crop varieties that have boosted agricultural productivity.
Armed Forces Radio.
Let us hear more updates from Ferdy about AFP Western and Northern Commands vow support for Atin Ito concert in West Philippine Sea.
Good day, everyone. The Western and Northern Commands of the Armed Forces of the Philippines have pledged full support for the upcoming Atinto civilian mission in the West Philippine Sea. The mission includes concerts in El Nido, Palawan, and on Pag-asa Island, highlighting the importance of peace, cultural diplomacy, and regional solidarity amid ongoing territorial tensions. The events will also feature dialogue sessions, cultural exchanges, and live performances aimed to showcase the role of civilian society and cultural diplomacy in promoting regional peace. Meanwhile, Navy spokesman for the West Philippine Sea, Rear Admiral Roy Vincent Trinidad, thanked the group for its support in asserting the country's sovereignty over the area. This is Ferdy Blues reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Ferdy.
DWDD. National News.
On the other hand, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. said the Philippines is gravely concerned over Israel's military operations across the Gaza Strip. In his intervention during the second Association of Southeast Asian Nations Gulf Cooperation Council meeting, PBBM lamented how the war has resulted in the continued rise of the death of civilians, including women and children. Marcos said the Philippines calls upon all parties to adhere to their obligations under international law. He also emphasized the need to facilitate humanitarian assistance to all those who are in need. The Philippines was among United Nations member states that signed a resolution calling for an immediate declaration of a ceasefire between Israel and the Hamas group.
DWDD. National News.
House of Representatives spokesperson Princess Abante set the tone of how she would handle her new position. Abante bared that she intended to help steer the House's broader conversation with the Filipino public. She also added that they aim to inform and not to inflame, but clarify that they will call out mistakes if needed. Abante also noted that the public deserves no less than the truth.
Armed Forces Radio.
On the other line, let's hear more from Shai about Philippine Navy conducts a random drug testing activity for 1FM personnel.
Yes, good afternoon. The Philippine Navy conducted a random drug testing activity for 1FM personnel at the MPCC, Naval Station Felix Apolinario, Panacan, Davao City. A total of 55 officers, 328 enlisted personnel, and 10 civilian human resources underwent the random drug test, which yielded 0 positive results for illegal drug use. The activity aims to ensure a drug-free workplace and reinforce the Philippine Navy's zero-tolerance policy on the use of illegal drugs. The overall result shows that 1FM remains steadfast in promoting a safe, healthy, and disciplined environment for all its members. This is Shai Rivera reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Shai.
Armed Forces Radio.
And now some information from Shaina about 17th IB receives Malasakit, Disiplina at Galing Award.
The 17th Infantry Battalion received the plaque of recognition as Malasakit, Disiplina, Galing Unit awardee presented during the 44th founding anniversary celebration of the 5th Infantry Division. The battalion was cited for its outstanding performance of duty and exemplified the 5th ID core values of malasakit, disiplina, and galing. The award recognized the unit's consistent contributions to the successful implementation of the division's breakthrough projects and operational achievements. This is Shain Araneta reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for a Stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Shaina.
DWDD National News.
The Department of Tourism reaffirmed the Philippines continues to be a safe and vibrant destination for travelers. The statement came in the light of the recent travel advisory issued by the United States. The DOT cited the remarks of Cagayan de Oro City's 2nd District Representative Rufus Rodriguez, who highlighted the pervading peace and vitality in Mindanao. The agency added that they continue to work with law enforcement agencies to the tourist-oriented Police for Community Order and Protection program to ensure the safety and convenience of both local and foreign visitors.
DWDD National
And new
News.
healthcare technologies enhanced by artificial intelligence were presented to the media by Digital and Frontier Technologies for Health, a program funded by the Department of Science and Technology. Isulat or More updates from CATH. Philippine Air Force honors fallen heroes at Memorial Day ceremony in Angeles City.
Yes, Rofh, good noon. The Philippine Air Force paid tribute to fallen heroes during a Memorial Day ceremony at Clark Veteran Cemetery in Angeles City, Pampanga. Major General Dennis G. Estrella, commander of the Air Logistics Command, led the observance along with the other officers, dignitaries, and veterans. The ceremony featured full military honors, including the playing of national anthems, a wreath-laying ceremony, a gun salute by the 600th Air Base Group, and the poignant sound of taps. With the presence of civic leaders and diplomatic envoys, the ceremony served as a powerful reminder of the PAP's enduring commitment to honor the sacrifices of those who fought for freedom. This is Kat reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for a Stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Kath.
Armed Forces Radio.
And now from Chris Bell, let us hear the information about 1st Marine Brigade holds award ceremony in honor of military and police personnel.
On May 26, 2025, the 1st Marine Brigade held a flag raising and awarding ceremony at its headquarters located in Camp Iranon, Sitio Bumbaran, Barangay Tugay, Barira, Maguindanao del Norte. The highlight of the event was the conferment of the Parangal sa Kapanalig ng Sandatahang Lakas ng Pilipinas, medal and ribbon to Police Brigadier General Romeo Macapas, Regional Director of the Police Regional Office, Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao, in recognition of his unwavering support and contributions to joint peace and security efforts in the region. In the same ceremony, the Military Commendation Medal was awarded to the following personnel for their exemplary performance and commitment to duty. The awardees are Staff Sergeant Vincent M. Fernandez, Philippine Navy Marines, Sergeant J. Delicano, Philippine Navy Marines, Sergeant Aldwin Mumongan, Philippine Navy Marines, Ka.A. Jalaluddin Ahmad, Philippine Army, Ka.A. Sonare Mangagaw, Philippine Army, Ka.A. Enco Dangco, Philippine Army. The awards were personally presented by Brigadier General Romulo Quimado II, Philippine Navy Marines, Commander of the 1st Marine Brigade, who commended awardees for their professionalism, dedication, and contribution to maintaining peace and order in the area. This event underscores the continuing partnership between the Armed Forces of the Philippines and the Philippine National Police in upholding peace, stability, and development in the Bangsamoro region. This is Crisbel May Lorenzo reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for Stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Chris Bell.
DWDD National News.
For weather update, the onset of the rainy season could be near as southwesterly winds are expected to prevail over western Luzon this weekend. Pag-asa weather specialist Daniel James Villamil said the southwesterly wind flow is forecast to bring scattered rain showers and thunderstorms to western Luzon. Affected areas would be Palawan, Occidental Mindoro, Metro Manila, Cavite, Batangas, Zambales, Bataan, Pangasinan, and also La Union, Ilocos Sur, and Ilocos Norte starting on Friday, May 30. Pag-asa declares at the start of the rainy season with at least 7 of the 13 key monitoring stations record 25 millimeters of rain over 5 consecutive days, accompanied by prevailing winds shifting to the southwest.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
And that concludes today's broadcast. Thank you so much for tuning in, especially to our audience on AFP Radio, the DWDD's Facebook page. Be sure to join and catch us again tomorrow for more stories and updates, same time and same station. Once again, this is Rofh Suzon-Abay for AFP Community News, one AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Behold the latest military news update. This is AFP Community News, hosted by Rofh Suzon every 12 noon, Mondays to Fridays. Only here on DWDD Armed Forces Radio. One AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Kayo ay nakatutok sa DWDD AFP Radio. Kami po ay kasapi ng KBP, Kapisanan ng mga Broadcaster ng Pilipinas.